Yes, hello, it is I, Danhausen here. That's right, the Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. Love that Danhausen, so on and so forth.
Hey, this is Colt Cabana, professional wrestler and former professional podcaster.
This is the artist formerly known as Fandango, a.k.a. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Captain Midnight.
This is former WWE superstar and the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
This is the king of NXT, Lexus. King?
Bro, it's Vince Russo.
What's the name of your thing?
The Fig Cave.
Tune into the Fig Cave.
You are listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
I love listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave podcast. And you are listening to a podcast right now. It's the Fig Cave.
And this is the Fig Cave.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
You are listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
With my boys Phil, Tommy, and Nick. And if you're not listening, then you better recognize.
The Fig Cave podcast, the best podcast out there today. We are the podcast with the most stuff. We have the podcast that's the most buff. And we are the podcast, if you listen to us long enough, you won't be able to get enough.
God bless America. Buy action figures. I hate pro wrestling.
Not your cursed.
Got it, bro? Good.
Me off mute. There we go. Welcome to the Fig Cave. Tom and Nick up in Connecticut. I'm here in beautiful, not Baltimore, but kind of close enough to call myself in Baltimore. It's playoff week, boys. I know your football teams aren't in it anymore, but mine sure is. Ravens play Saturday night. Steelers. Oh wait, Chargers are in it.
The team I am commonly associated with is absolutely in it. So
yeah. Sorry, Tom. You got the first pick though. You got the opposite.
No. That's incorrect.
No.
That's incorrect because
Are you mocking me right now?
No,
I
thought
you right now?
No, the last thing I saw, you guys had the first pick.
No,
Bro.
because the fucking Patriots can't even lose, right? And
Oh,
they
that's
won
right. They
on Sunday.
won. Oh no! So who gets it? The Giants?
The Giants have the number one pick. No,
Oh.
Titans. Titans have the number one
Titans.
pick.
Oh my
Patriots
god!
dropped to number 4 like a couple of fucking idiots.
Well, I
You
mean,
have
if you
me
don't
all
need a
worked up now.
quarterback,
You have me all worked
well,
up.
that actually might be better for you because you don't need a quarterback.
No,
So,
it's not
what?
better. No, they could
Yeah.
have traded that first round pick for a million picks
That is
and
true.
set up
Wow.
the franchise to be good again.
Oh, you're half hot already.
I've been fucking
no,
stewing about this
because
all.
historically they are better off with their 6th round quarterback.
Well, how do you think
Right?
I
That's
feel?
how it all started, too, with the 6th round quarterback.
That's true. Yeah. How do you think I feel? When my team is so good, we never have a good draft pick. We never. We're always in the late 20s, early 30s.
That's my former life.
Yeah, that's true. You would just
I
take
think I
away
feel
wide receiver.
that my former team has absolutely screwed up when they had their first pick. Won 2 Super Bowls, can't read above a 4th grade level, but won 2 Super Bowls in New York, beating Tom's team. And I love Phillip Rivers, but he did not. It's just he's the guy for that quarterback class that did not win a Super Bowl.
I just have to take a cornbread gummy to calm down.
Oh my God! Speaking of cornbread gummies, can we talk about them right off the top? I've been loving them. Loving these guys. We put them on our
blueberry right there.
Blueberry. I got some
just took a
blueberry.
blueberry one too.
Yeah, they're so freaking smooth. Some people have talked about like, oh, I see you guys are doing that sponsorship with cornbread. I feel so loopy and like a lot of people say they feel paranoid. These are like the exact opposite. These are not even like if you're like a beginner, if you want to try something, you're tired of drinking. I guess we can just do an ad for it right now. But I mean, this is like a good like starter. It basically just puts me in like I'm very clear headed, but it puts me in like a nice mood. Calms me down. It's just like takes the weight off your shoulders a little bit. So
yeah,
check it out. Getcornbread.com. Use code FIGCAVE. 25% off your first order. Can't beat it. It's like a sore dick. You can't beat it, baby.
Cornbreadhemp.com, bro.
Cornbread hemp. Yes, that's what I said. Cornbreadhemp.com.
Even though our ticker at the bottom there says 10% off, it's 25% off.
It is. Yeah, I added an extra 15. They said 10, and I said, you know what? Fuck you guys, respectively. We want 15 more percent off, and they said, how about we do 25 and call it a deal? And I said, all right, let's do it. So here we are, 25% off, everybody. Mitchell, Peter Jones, Andrew, welcome. You guys hanging out in the chat. One of the perks of our Patreon. What are we talking about tonight, Tom? What's on the agenda?
Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Lots to talk about tonight. Monday Night Raw kicking off on Netflix. We got some new MOC pictures of some greatest hits. We got some MOC pics of the new Mattel retros, a new toy line, new figure line. All kinds of good stuff on there.
Okay,
coming up to talk about.
Let's first talk about this is very rare because I just got a huge snowstorm Sunday night and a Monday, which usually kind of goes up and hits you guys, and you get more of it than we do. But I don't think you guys got any snow from this. Did you?
Little baby dust.
Okay, all right. We got about 6 or 7 inches. Which my wife says she's never seen. I feel like we've had that much snow, but she kept saying she hasn't seen 6 inches before. But
since college,
out there shoveling, man, busting my ass shoveling.
You don't have Nash shoveling yet?
No, he's going off sledding and shit. But came back in. You'll love this. Came back in, had a pound of bacon from the butcher, threw that in the oven, some potato bread in the toaster. Cut up some tomatoes. You know where I'm going. A little BLT action on a snowy day. Love a good BLT.
I love a good BLT.
Yeah, you got one from Wawa and got sick.
Yeah, I did.
Somehow.
I did.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, I don't like lettuce and tomato, so I'll
you
put bacon on a sandwich.
You won't eat a BLT? You won't eat a BLT.
Why would I eat a BLT? I put bacon on bread. Is that what you're asking me?
Oh, gosh. Well, mayo.
But you will have pizza sauce. You'll have pizza sauce.
Yeah,
it's not a vegetable.
Yeah.
Just
I could have like a bruschetta, like if you have like a finely chopped tomato, like with some some good olive oil, some stuff.
Oh.
Okay, but
honestly, lettuce is barely a vegetable. It's just basically green water.
Texture, dude. It's texture.
Yeah, it's just water.
It's just crunchy water.
All dug out. I think the Raven. I was gonna buy tickets to this Ravens playoff game when it's supposed to be like 17 degrees on Saturday. I can't anymore, man. I can't. I'm to the age. I can't sit out there for 4 hours in like sub-zero temperatures.
The last 2 weeks, because tickets have been so cheap, last 2 weeks of the season, I really thought about going to the Patriots game. And I'm the same way. I'm just like, it's too cold. It's too cold.
I went to it had to be, must have been what, second week? The Chargers lost to what was it, 2018 or 19? The Chargers lost to the Pats. Like Brady destroyed us. But it was so cold at it's always Fox. It was so cold at Foxborough.
Yeah,
we're up on like the 200s or 300s. The most awful fans in the NFL, possibly the sports world.
I don't know. Have you heard?
They're up 33 points, dude. No.
Hold on.
I know where you're going with this.
About Lamar Jackson?
I'm saying as a group overall, the average. Now you're talking about an outlier like this gentleman at WrestleMania. I get that. I'm saying you're up 33 points. I'm just happy to be in the playoffs. I'm just happy the Chargers are in the playoffs. And these guys are chirping.
Wow.
They're talking about their Dunkin'. They're talking about their they're talking about their the Bud Lights in the lot. Talking about their brats. They're just garbage people, the 300s at these.
Oh,
games.
yeah. In the 300s, absolutely.
I almost wanted to go the last 2 weeks just to see how they feel about the past couple seasons. So
the last game was people were saying
it
was a Bills home game. The last game.
Last thing, football. Did you see? I guess if the Rams and the Chargers win, how they would have to do the AFC AFC NFC Championship weekend is that the games would be stacked. It's like I think they would just have to sell you a doubleheader ticket. There's no way you could empty the field in 15 minutes.
No. Yeah, you could call. And they couldn't do one Saturday, one Sunday. There's only one. They would only be one game left for each. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they were saying and oddly enough, this has never been a concern at MetLife for the Jets and Giants.
That's what I was exactly going to that, saying Well, you don't have to worry about that at MetLife.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There'd be no way you could do a Chargers game Saturday, change the logos, tear down all the banners.
Yeah, it would just have
signs.
to be generic Los Angeles,
Yeah.
like kind of,
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But
I
it's
kinda hope that
interesting.
happens.
I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
Go Lions or Vikings.
Speaking of interesting, we got to talk about the Raw debut on Netflix. Wow. I mean, some people were shitting on it. I thought it was freaking perfect. What do you guys think?
I haven't seen a whole lot of people shitting on it. I feel like everybody thought.
Well, he's not allowed in certain groups, Phil. So
Yeah, there's a Facebook group you're not in, Tom.
There's a Facebook group that you're not allowed in.
That's kind of major that a lot of people were complaining. I
What
think
were they complaining about?
I don't know. Some people were all over the place about it.
I have a conversation with some other wrestling thread conversations, and I summed it up as here's things people are mad at. Where was Penta? Okay, you bring up Penta, and we talked in our chat too. Like, you bring up Penta, crickets, bro. That is what you will hear. Because sorry, internet,
right?
80% of the people in that arena don't know who he is.
No,
it would not have been a good debut.
Well,
and I don't like the idea. I keep putting these luchadors with Ray. I love Ray, but it overshadows them. Like, dude, what has Dragon Lee done in the last year?
They have to. No, I'm totally. He would have gotten lost in the even if he was MJF, he would have gotten lost in the shuffle. When you have a Hogan, Triple H, Rock, Cena, all these guys. Yeah, all these guys on a show. It doesn't matter who it was. Cody's debut would have gotten lost in the shuffle. So save that for another week. I also think it's kind of like church on Easter. Like you gotta catch as many people on this episode as you can that are just casual Netflix watchers that don't want to scroll around and find something on a Monday. Football's over. So let's get some new fans into this. Like, so let's give them the biggest fucking summer blockbuster episode of a show that we can, with the biggest names and the best matches, and just do it like that. We're not going to have time for Tozawa. I mean, he was in a backstage thing, but you know what I mean? We're not going to do like a qualifying match for a women's secondary title. We're just throwing some bangers out there, and we want to get a bunch of new fans, So
right.
I think they did that.
Let me ask you this. How do you guys feel about, I know like Netflix is a big, like obviously a huge deal, but like with the exception, like we'll talk about Hogan in a minute, but like, how do you feel about the legends? Like, are you over, like, first of all, I did have one complaint. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, but I did have one complaint. You have The Rock come out and he like praises Cody.
This was so stupid. Yes.
And I feel like it erased everything from last year.
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
it was almost, some people said it was almost like a non-canon. It was like it just isn't part of the folklore of normal wrestling.
Yeah.
He came out as like not CEO Rock, but like shareholder Rock. Like,
yeah, kissing babies, fan favorite actor Rock. He wasn't a character. Yeah.
Right. And now we have to like kind of backtrack and be like, okay, I still hate you, Roman, or I still, they need to figure out where to go from here. But with the legends coming out, and I get that it's Netflix, I get that it's a big deal, but the legends have been coming out non-stop. And I'm not just talking about Hogan. Like, we see Undertaker pretty frequently. We see The Rock, all last year or first half of last year. Who else was on the show? I can't remember for legends.
You said Undertaker.
Anyway, Undertaker, Rock. But imagine it, like, is having, like, so I have a friend who loved Undertaker when we were kids. He's a lapsed fan now. He doesn't watch anymore. He saw that Hogan or Undertaker was on the Netflix thing with Rhea Ripley or whatever, and he put it on for a minute or watched the clip, and he'll never watch again. Like, he's just curious to see like what Undertaker looks like now, what he's up to, whatever. Are they really pulling back lapsed fans by having the legends come back for this? Like, I feel like it's so watered down. And like on top of that, go back to like 1997, right? If we went back 30 years from 1997, we're talking about 1967. Imagine them trying to sell tickets for the 1997 Royal Rumble by bringing back like Ivan Putski and Bruno Sammartino. Like, it's just, I feel like it's so watered down at this point. It's not exciting anymore.
I think it brings back, like, if my kids watch and I'm kind of lapsed, it's like, all right, I'm back in. Like, someone that's already sort of invested in it, like, yeah, I buy my kids figures. Like, but it's strictly for them. But I watch here and there. It's my dad who didn't really care, but like sometimes he gets real into it.
Yeah. My dad's like that.
Taker, I don't think Taker's like featured that much. I think we see a lot of him because of like the shows, like the nostalgia, but I don't think he's overdone. And I like that it was the American Badass because it's not normally the version we get. Dude, The Rock, I'm sorry. The Rock is not on any fucking Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
No.
He is his run on top is he is second tier to what Austin was at that time. And I hate the revisionist history that he's as big as Austin. It wasn't until Austin retired that I think him and Triple H got to push to that next level together.
I'm afraid it's going to get worse and worse, Nick. I feel like we're going to rewrite all of this. So, like, by the time like Nash gets old and he's telling his kids about it, it's going to act like Rock was like Ric Flair, basically.
Yeah. And can we stop pretending like Rocky Johnson was a good person?
Right.
By all accounts, he's not a good human being. He was a mediocre tag team wrestler.
I was a
real
wrestling
piece
fan.
of shit to his own family. Dude, the entire Young Rock paints this guy as not a good person. A show about his kid. He's not a good person.
As a kid, I don't remember hearing his name ever. Like then, like 90s.
I did because
80s.
I read old PWIs, and that's
but if you like watch casually or like Attitude Era, Nitro, like they never brought him up. He was never a throwback guy.
He like kept signing with other people. He kept every time he was supposed to be WWE longer. He thought he was going to make somebody more money somewhere. Yeah. They talk about it in Young Rock.
He was Jeff Jarrett before Jeff Jarrett.
He just kept booking out of town, but like looking for a little bit more somewhere else. And just because who his kid is, like I have to just tolerate that. Any of this, it's
yeah.
Wayne is not on the Mount Rushmore. Now he's one of the biggest stars in the world. Also, by some accounts, not that great of a person either.
Yeah, true.
Just but he's put his brand out there and making money, making cash. So,
what do we think about Hogan getting booed? It's not surprising. He's had some racist stuff come out years ago. Big Trump supporter. You're in LA, not exactly the most conservative area. But do you think the WWE can flip this and make him into a heel character, or is this just like we'll put you on TV another year from now in Des Moines, Iowa, see how it goes?
No, just keep this. Just do pre-tapes with him, and cut the audio in the back. Like, don't let the audio play through. Don't worry about playing it for the big screen live, and bring him out in Tampa, where he is going to be absolutely like it was a bad call. And also, they should have known that. I mean, I guess Monday Morning Quarterback, they should have known that. And all you do is just say, do a pre-tape. He's going to be there next week.
Yeah.
And help your week 2, week 3 ratings.
Yeah.
Or week 2, week 3, viewership. You didn't need him Monday.
Why did they... Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say he didn't really do anything. He just talked for 10 seconds.
And promoted his beer. But why... And barely ripped his shirt off. Why did they do a partnership with his beer and not Austin's?
That's what I was wondering. Or Corona, or like you have these giant brands. How did they nail that? They must have been a favor to Hogan because
I don't think El Segundo can handle the production to go. And I kind of like that because they, having watched night 2 of, I did not get to go to night 2 of WrestleMania 3. I was at night 1.
Okay,
but I did. What's funny is the hotel that I stayed at with Truett and those guys. Like, I was like, dude, this brewery is a mile away. So I drop him and Alejandro off. I take their car, drop them off, and I was like, I just sat at the brewery for 2-3 matches. Then I went back, showered, watched Cody lose, and got on the plane.
Yeah.
1 mile to the airport, 45 minutes to get to my gate because LAX is insane.
Yeah.
Oh God. Wait, what are we talking about?
Hogan.
No, beer.
No,
why real American beer?
So that Hogan beer is probably, I don't know this for any kind of information, but I don't think it's from like a small brewery. I think it's like Budweiser letting them use their, kind of like when a company makes a Walmart brand or something.
Yeah, like a white label. They just slap whatever on it. Yeah.
Because it's I never had it before. I don't know if anybody in the chat has had it, but I'm sure it's just a piss water light beer type of, The
What is
shit
it? It's
right.
it's
millions,
like that.
you
It's
know?
like Alibaba, where you can just buy stuff and then put your own sticker on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same. I'm sure it's the cover I got for the back of my truck outside. That
Fig Cave beer.
800 people selling the same exact cover.
Going back to Hogan though, I think they could get maybe some mileage out of him coming out as Hollywood Hogan. And I was saying this in another chat, and just embrace the booze and like have him be the NWO Hollywood Hogan and just have him come out in all black and play.
But
the
how far?
NWO music.
Yeah, how far does that go? You're going to do one more appearance? Like he's not going to be a character on screen every week.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know how. That's kind of like a one more week type of thing.
It should have never happened with Mr. America. I'll just tell you that much.
Peter Jones says he was booed last time in Florida. Man,
in Florida, yeah. I knew that they said when he was promoting Saturday Night's Main Event that it wasn't great in there.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did like The Rock drinking tequila and then getting in his truck and driving away.
Or Travis Scott smoking a blunt right next to Jey Uso.
Yeah,
great for. You know,
I like the in-ring stuff that they did. I did not think they were going to put the belt on Rhea because
it was good.
If is at the end of the feud, like where do you both go? Like,
I love that
beat Becky. There's nobody else for her to wrestle. If she vanquished this last person, like you got to have. I know they won't do man versus woman, but you got to have a wrestle Dom.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Yeah,
you know,
I think that's coming. Actually, I don't think they're afraid to shy away from that. Maybe no like hitting in the face. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't perceive, they don't show him hitting her or vice versa. But like, she puts him in a headlock and he just does like dirty cheat moves. Trips her.
Or she she wrestles Liv and gets 5 minutes with Dom if she wins or like.
There you go. I like that.
Something like that. But it's for the people that watch every week. It's the payoff that they need. That he's got to get his more comeuppance than just the Riptide.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, overall, I thought it was a good show.
And she looked great Monday, She looked great.
God, she looks yes, God, she looks good. Jesus. Can we talk about Rhea Ripley for the rest of the show?
That was everybody's like all the dreams of the internet people that are like, oh, you think they're gonna be nudity? Yeah, yep. For sure. There's gonna be nudity in front of
Netflix.
70,000 people on the first episode of Raw. And lots of swearing. So much swearing.
Peter Jones with a great point. Jordan Grace versus Rhea is coming.
Oh, I could see that. She's in the Rumble.
But the problem is that they had Jordan Grace lose so much on NXT.
Yeah.
Always coming up short against people. And I think it'll be a great match, but
I think she's gonna debut at the Rumble, and I think she's gonna be immediately on the main roster.
She was at the Rumble last year. She was in the Royal Rumble last year. What do you mean
was
debut?
She?
Oh yeah.
She never did shit. And then she went a couple NXT things, so it wouldn't be much of. I agree with you. I can see that happening, but it wouldn't be like a. What are they going to say? Oh, this is her second time in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was in last year. But...
Well, you fucked up.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
All right. Well, yeah, good show. I'm excited, and I'll probably watch more Raw. Honestly, now that it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Not that it's any easier to watch now, but with DVR and everything. But it's just like I'm always clicking. That's my first go-to is Netflix to see if there's anything new, and then I go, Pornhub or something. So, but no, seriously, it was good. I liked it.
Before we get to news, some follow up from our boy Tommy Sapienza. Tommy from Weevil.
Oh yes, we need some music for this segment. Make the news.
Yeah, I can.
Sapienza files.
Yeah, I can figure something out.
No, what's it? Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yeah.
Last week we talked about the zombie sailor Kevin Sullivan. It's from his Florida Territory days. We talked about Stone Cold E.T. and a YouTuber created Stone Cold E.T. where he went through drive-thrus doing the Austin voice, and then later did some matches on the Indies.
I looked them up. They were pretty funny, I will say.
I think that might be it.
Okay, thank you, Sap.
Yes, thank you, Tommy. Keep them coming. Keep everything we coming. Yeah. Keep everything we fuck up coming.
Yeah. Keep everything we fuck up coming.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come. I'm gonna come.
I didn't have that ready to go. Damn it.
Yeah. All right. The news brought to you in part by our friends at J&J Figures. Use our Patreon code for 15% off their website all the time. This week, they just got in those new Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso Elites. Like
I slept on them. I'm an idiot, man. I'm mad that.
Yeah.
Although, guys, if you need them, WWE Shop still has the Jey Uso up, the Yeet. It's $30, but if you don't want to pay scalper pricing, like $70 in a group or something, there's other ways to get them.
This was pretty sad. Looks like Jeremy Padower, who is in kind of the head of development for Jazzwares, posted a long post onto his Twitter about losing all his entire collection. He's obviously been affected by those wildfires going on in California. Hopefully anybody listening is safe if they're out in that area. But what do you make of this? Pretty shitty.
I mean, he's got a great perspective on it. Like, his family's good. But yeah, that sucks. I would assume, and not that it necessarily replaces anything, but Jeremy is a very smart collector. I would assume he has some kind of insurance policy on it.
Yeah, he says that there in the post.
Oh, yeah. All right. I just kind of skimmed it. But it sucks. I have a friend who's in LA. He's been sending pictures. He's not like in the middle of everything, but it's close enough where you like the sky looks like something out of Star Wars. It's unreal, some of the pictures he sent. But yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this stuff doesn't matter. Like he says, my family's safe, pets are safe. Hopefully everybody else that is dealing with this stays safe. So
yeah, if my kid had a 1% chance of getting hurt, I would dump all this shit in the basement in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see where he's coming from. On the other hand, not to sound like rude or anything, but I would have made time to grab that first edition Harry Potter book if I was running out the door, because that thing, I think it's $250,000 was the last time it was up for auction. But not to make light of anything, but that's something quick.
I'm wondering how much stuff like he might have, like locked away in safe deposit boxes and stuff like that. Like,
I'm sure he's got, or some kind of fireproof safe or something. Yeah, he's a smart guy.
I hope,
yeah.
But even going through insurance sucks. But I mean, God, if that's the worst of what happens, if your family and your pets and everything are safe, and that's the real important thing. But sucks to hear, and hopefully, we were talking about before we went on air how those things start out there. It's just so dry in California. Sometimes it's somebody was doing a fire in their backyard or like cooking out or something.
That's what, according to Google, according to one of those like commonly asked questions on Google when you scroll down for your
should be basically a law in California. Just you can't have an open, like, besides like a grill, you can't have a freaking lit fire, because the last one a couple years ago was a gender reveal went wrong. They lit off some sort of firework and it lit up like 250 acres or something. So sucks.
It's wild.
Got to appreciate life how it is, man. You never know what's going to happen. Our buddy in our group chat getting a flood in his house, huh?
Sue that guy?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got enough money for that.
It's it really. I know we talked about this a few weeks ago, but like, I really need to look into some kind of insurance policy for my collection.
For sure, needs to happen.
I think you got to go through one of those collector specific ones, because like, I mean, even Chad dealing with, Chad Miller dealing with insurance, like, he said it just was a pain just to be like on a regular homeowner's policy.
Right.
Even with like a rider, like they're still not going to pay what your shit's worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, look at this.
Shipping
this starting now, the end of this week, Dusty Rhodes Ultimate Edition and Series 25 of Legends, which might be the best one they've ever done. The Ravishing Rick Rude with a chase and his WCW tights and the big gold belt. We got Bret Hart in all pink singlet. I believe that's either a tag or an Intercontinental belt he has.
On who?
On Bret Hart.
It's the world title.
Shit.
Eagle.
Winged Eagle,
nice.
yeah.
Winged Eagle,
that's from like WrestleMania 9, Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, I could see that. Psycho Sid with the Winged Eagle, and then Justin Hawk Bradshaw. Great lineup, 4 figures we need. Even though we've gotten a bunch of Bretts, this is a really good love. I love the all pink. So,
and this picture on the right, if you're watching on YouTube or live with us, this is a picture. Somebody in Australia was able to snag the Dusty off of Amazon, their Australia Amazon site. I guess this
Amazon.au.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Koala delivery.
I guess it doesn't happen all the time, but keep your eyes peeled if you're looking for something exclusive, it might pop up on that Amazon site. So
Australia.
Oh, baby.
Okay, this is greatest hits series. I don't know. 7. Yep, that's what I said. Hulk Hogan and a red tearaway shirt. Got the Undertaker, Ron Simmons with his. This is when he won the world title from Vader in WCW. Got a Rey Mysterio in a blue and red and black. Got early painted face Usos. Batista with a referee shirt and a Shield Seth Rollins. So we saw these a while ago. Usually when we see these mint on card images posted by Ringside or Action Figure Attack, that means they're going to be here soon on the pegs and arriving to people from Ringside. So pretty good set.
I've got Ron Simmons pre-ordered. I did not order the Hogan. Trying to and it has nothing to do with what Monday night or anything like that, but or anything that he's been talking about lately. But I'm trying to reel back my Hogans. I think I talked about it last week.
We did, yeah. I
yeah,
agree with that. This is not one you need, I don't think.
Nah, it's before my time, kind of.
Which one is this? We talked about it. What is it based on?
I forget. La Puma told us. Saturday night's main event, I think.
Okay.
I think it's a Saturday night's main event. But there's a very similar one that I already have that was in the Hogan 3-pack. Where he's got the bandana in his mouth.
It is the 3-pack. Is that what it is?
But in that one, he's got blue tights, not white.
Dude, I like the Ron Simmons, man. He looks skinny.
Yeah, he does, but
he does look pretty skinny. His legs,
better than paying $100 for that other.
No, and I feel like that WCW title is small. Even on Vader, it looks like it would. Like I obviously I don't take the stuff out of the package, but it doesn't even look like it would fit Vader in the Ultimate. So
the Vader one I think is bigger, but he didn't wear it. Didn't he carry it?
There's a couple shots of him wearing it, but I feel like there's definitely like a extender on the back.
They must have put something on that thing. Yeah, come on.
I've got him holding it. Like he's holding it like knuckles on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Displayed that way.
I didn't pre-order any of these, but they all look great.
I did pre-order Ron, but I got to order. I want to pick up the Usos as well, just because they're my favorite tag team. I got to pick them up early. I don't have.
I had the original of those Usos a long time ago.
My kid has them. Loves them. On sale Friday, January 24th at noon Eastern is on Mattel Creations, the latest set of WWE Mattel Retros. This is Sensational Sherry, Miss Elizabeth, Zeus, and Rip Hulk Hogan as Rip from No Holds Barred. Really milking as much as they can out of that movie.
Which Phil still has not seen.
Have not seen. Did you guys watch the Mr. Beast reality show at all?
No.
Okay, well, you don't fucking
No, I was wrapping up Squid Game, Heels. I'm working on Silo. Like I have no.
Okay, wow, you got a lot on your plate. Yeah.
Well, Squid Game and Heels, Heels was.
They're done.
Yeah, Heels is all done. Squid Game is, yuck. And
I started watching this new show called Seinfeld.
Oh man, I've been loving that. Yeah. You're out on retros, both of you, right? I'm
sort of tempted on this set.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm honestly tempted by the Sherry, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Sherry looks way better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it looks way better than any that's ever been out. And it's just Elizabeth too. Like, part of me wants to have a Macho Man Hasbro with that Elizabeth and a Macho King with that Cherry.
I just don't like her arm up. I don't like that pose. Is that weird?
Yeah, she doesn't. She never really moved. She was more of a robot. Never really showed much emotion. So
her finish should just be her. Should just be her doing the
clapping, just the slow, quiet clap.
Or just her saying, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah, I'm gonna get punched tonight." I love this. I love Topps getting their license now with WWE. It was with Panini. My son's been big into baseball cards. The Panini cards suck. They're so expensive, and they're freaking not as cool. Like the designs are not very cool. So yeah, they're going back to Topps, and they just released The Rock's first WWE autograph card in 27 years. So that's a one of, looks like 25. But if you go on now, I don't know. Well, I did kind of know this, but Topps now, where they'll print cards like for a week, like kind of like almost like a pro wrestling tees kind of pre-order for a week. But they have a bunch of ones, and one is Rock and Roman shaking hands on Raw the other night. So they're able to do like a small batching and do kind of current event stuff. And I think one of those, or a certain number of those cards, will be signed by Rock and randomly inserted Rock and fucking Roman. How sick would that be? But I'm glad
Joe
we're
and
going back
Dwayne.
to
I call him Joe and Dwayne.
Yeah, I know why.
Lowe's been into cards hardcore lately. Like buying,
cool.
like with his Christmas money, he's been buying boxes and stuff.
Oh,
And he's got me on eBay, like looking for stuff for him and stuff like that.
oh, it's addictive, dude. It's more
it
addictive
is.
than figures, I feel like, because there's so many different players and variants of every single card.
But now he's got
every
like,
wrestling figure that came out had like a chase, basically.
right. Now he's all he cares about though is rookie cards, and
Of course.
what's the cards with like the jerseys in them? I forget what they're called.
The relics or
and signatures. Like that's all he cares
yeah.
about. So he'll buy a box and he's like, I got 2 good cards. But he's like immediately like looking them up on eBay to see like what they're worth. He just got a Jackson Holiday rookie card actually the other day that was worth like $30. Yeah.
Shit, nice.
He's pumped about it. He's like, I got my money back.
So Lowe will sell Nash all these cards for face value.
Honestly, I was gonna tell him to just go through and take all the Orioles with the exception of like Adley and Jackson Holiday and just send them to Nash.
Okay. Wow, he'd love that.
So you just gotta find time because he literally has like thousands.
I've gone 9.5 years without him really getting into YouTube. I was really proud of that. This card break thing on YouTube is just all he wants to watch now. Which
have you signed up for Fanatics Live yet?
I think I have the app, but I've never used it.
You get $25 if you sign up right now. And I went on there the other day, just like screwing around just to see what it was about.
Yeah.
And what you do, I didn't realize this is how it worked. Like you go on, and if like, for example, if it's baseball, you pick the team you want, you get all the cards from that team, but every team is valued different.
Oh,
so
okay.
like the Red Sox were like $80. And then like the Diamondbacks were like 60.
Sure, the Dodgers are like with Ohtani, like probably one of the more expensive
which one was the most valuable. Like the Red Sox were up there, and that had me like puzzled because I was like, I mean, they've got some good guys in the farm system, but I'm like, who like Devers can't be worth that much.
Yeah,
Jaron Duran, but yeah, Lowe just bought PSA 9 signed Jaron Duran card off eBay. That'll be here like next week.
Oh wow,
yeah,
cool.
I used to do that with the Card Foundation guys when they would do like the wrestling breaks. I would,
yeah,
because all the legends they would charge like $4 for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I would buy every Haku, Regal, Finley.
Yeah. It's interesting though. It's got me very curious. So
yeah, it takes me back to my childhood for sure because he's got like 2 binders of every single sport and broken up into like different, AL, NL. It's pretty cool. So
I got to reach out to Danny Tancredi from the carpet. He's like, I was in line with him at Fanatics, and he's like, yeah, dude, if you have any cards to submit, he's like, I don't want to upcharge. He goes, it just helps my number. He goes, you send me. He goes, just pay what it costs, and I was like, all right, cool. I don't want to go through and do my own account.
Yeah.
This is a Fanatics exclusive Funko Pop of John Cena in his kind of farewell tour T-shirt. Pre-order available until 1/13. Man, my eyes are freaking amazing. I can read that on this little screen. I'm not going to get this, but I might buy that shirt because I think it's going to be like.
I did not want it because it was Dodgers.
Oh yeah,
that's true. It was there. He's like, I'm all right. I'm at the gift shop. What do you want? I was like, I don't want it because it's Dodgers.
What the hell happened to our layout here?
What happened? There we go.
What happened?
What happened?
They speaking of tops, they I guess got his socks from Monday Night Raw, and because he was decked out in everything, including John Cena socks, and that I think that's part of one of those Tops Now cards. One of the socks.
Oh shit!
Are they Fanatic socks? Can you see his dick through the socks?
Probably. Probably get them at fanatics.com right now.
Oh, I was boned up about this. I got a bunch of messages when I posted this. This is some new WWE drops from Homage, which we have a code for first time order, folks. If you've never bought a shirt from Homage, literally the softest t-shirts on the planet, without a doubt.
It's funny. I haven't been on there in a long time, and then I saw this pop up, and I was like, "Ooh, I need to go on there and look around." But yeah, these are brand new shirts featuring CM Punk, Cody, Roman, Rhea Ripley, and KO. Usually they only do like legends or retro guys, so it's kind of cool to see them do some current guys. So And
you guys want to bet which one is going to sell the worst out of those 5?
probably Owens.
Sorry, Kev.
Oh, I think it was to say him or Rhea, but yeah, I guess it's KO. That's a classic shirt though.
I like that it's like his logo.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
And Mitch Craig pointed out that there is 20% off if you're watching this live. 20% off WWE shirts today on their website.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I mean, they always have sales, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
I hate that you can't stack.
Yeah, I don't like
you
that.
think you're working the gimmick and then say, oh man, I can't do that.
That's where the gimmick's working you after that point, you know.
And I'll just throw this out there: if you love homage, they have shirts on WWE Shop, and they're not necessarily the same as ones that are on their website. Like there's some, I don't know if I want to call them Fanatics exclusives or WWE Shop exclusives.
You're saying the logo is different, right? Or different artwork, right? It's
different artwork, yeah. Whole different shirts, yeah. But so check that out. And if you're in our Patreon, I've sent out our link for the homage shirts. I'll probably post this in the Patreon too, just so people have it. But
very nice. We got Best One Donnie in the chat. We got Chad.
Oh, what's up, Donnie?
Yeah, I never see Donnie in here. He's probably always doing his YouTube show, which is Best One Donnie on YouTube. Oh, who sent this picture in? This is
did.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to give myself compliments. Had a tough week, man.
Is that the big show before he shaved his head? That's it, dude.
I can't believe this. I went to and a lot of people have seen this after the holidays here. Now every Walmart is stocked with stuff after having empty pegs for the busiest week of the year, which is probably not good for Mattel. But this was like, I guess, 2 full cases of the Triple H Ultimate Edition Walmart exclusive, which hopefully they eventually go on sale. But they were there for like 2 days. They still haven't. I don't think one of them has sold. So
not here.
Yeah.
Do you need this, Tom?
No, I don't need this. But I'm just saying. Logan was on vacation, obviously, right after school, and or right after Christmas, I should say, from school. And he had money, Christmas money, birthday money, burning a hole in his pocket. So we're going everywhere to find like Legos, whatever. And I'm looking at Walmart, Target. We're looking at the figs, and there was nothing on the pegs here.
That sucks.
But this is actually, I was talking about this with Sapienza because you're seeing a ton of everybody is finding the Monday Night Wars wave with DDP, Kurt Hennig, Austin, and Bossman. It's all of a sudden it's everywhere. I'm like, has this just been sitting in were they just sitting at like regional distribution, but they're pushing all like the Christmas pallets out, so it never made it?
It had to be something because
it's just hitting everywhere. Not even the most recent wave.
They probably have priorities. Whether like, okay, the toys are a D priority or something. Yeah. Seasonal stuff is number 1. But this store had that new series of Monday Night Wars. I had this. I grabbed a Chase. Speaking of Best One Donnie, I grabbed the Chase Adam Cole AEW figure for him because he's one of our because I love him, but also because he's one of our Patreon members. So it gets offered up to him first. Yeah.
He's the best one.
He's the best one, and he's Donnie. Best one. God damn it, Donnie.
Have you guys haven't seen the Greatest Hits Monday Night Wars yet, right?
No.
What is that?
I feel like that Eddie, Sean,
Triple
Bam
H.
Bam, and
No.
Hold the figure Vincent.
I think that I think you'll see a couple pop out because that was minimally distributed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be more. This I was so excited to see this Triple H. Like I have it already, but I was like, I could use a second one. So I grab one and I go up to, and then I see the lady's pushing the cart and I go, ooh, another case. And I was like, it's got to be the same thing. But I was like, do you mind opening that? And the lady, yeah, I'll open it. And there's just more. And they were all crushed. They were all fucking boxes. Like,
I was just about to say that because I found that end cap, like the new Raw Netflix end cap. And Fig Heel posted about this too on his Instagram. All the basics were all smashed. Mine was literally still, the shipper was in a big shipper, so they hadn't even put it out yet. I popped it open, and all the basics or main events were like the tops were fucking smashed over, and I hadn't even been taken out of the box yet.
They put too many on each shelf.
Yeah, they're smashing into each other. Yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh man, your store's better step it up, bro. Mike Lanham in the chat.
I've only seen one or two. There's an Instagram account I follow. And he's funny. I've talked to him before, but Latin Lucha World. Do you guys follow him?
Maybe.
I think he's like in Chicago, but he the dude always takes the displays, or he buys the displays, or he gets the employee. Like in my head, I gotta ask him, like, what are you doing with all
Dougie
these
does that
displays,
too.
bro?
Yeah, I don't know where you put them.
I don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to like hate on that, but like, I just don't understand it. I see people do that in other groups and stuff like that, and I just don't. That's not for me. Do you? But I just don't understand why you need.
Yeah, it's not something I'd ever really want or need or have space for, honestly.
Right. I just feel like you would put it in your collection and put stuff on it, and then it would just be in the way because you wouldn't want to get rid of it, and it's. But I'm not hating. I just like, what are you doing with that? Take what you want, like display how you want, but why? I don't want that.
Kind of how I feel about this golden tee back here. I never play it. It's just in the way.
Get that out of there. That's a prime space for more figures back there.
All right, on to the independents.
The Indies Title Run Toys revealed their first. They had talked about this first series of figures. Is there a dog out the window at fucking 11 o'clock at night? Sorry.
We'll see. Maybe you just adopted yourself a dog. This is how the Dodo. This is it. Filmed the whole thing, so it's just like it can be viral on the Dodo Facebook page.
And what is the Dodo?
It's always like animals. Like,
okay.
I heard this dog barking at my window while recording a podcast one night. And we took him in, and we were gonna give him back, but he just liked us so much.
He's autistic, and we kept him.
Yeah, and now he sings like.
Speaking of singing, Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, probably was a good singer. He's in this first wave of Title Run toys. I don't know what kind of, if these are basics or elites or
Hasbro's.
Like retros, like a Hasbro size.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if they're Galoobs or what. But it's Wrath from WCW, Juventud Guerrero, Danny Davis, Ernest the Cat Miller, and Mr. Wonderful in the first series. I guess these will go up for pre-order soon. They didn't put the date of the pre-order in their Instagram post. So I don't know when they go for pre-order. I'm sure they'll tell us. But they do have one of my favorite Instagram follows, Chargrove.toys is doing their he's a custom guy. He's doing a lot of their artwork and designing. So good for him. I don't know if he got that gig from just his custom work, but he does good stuff.
He does work for Jack too.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yep.
I knew we liked him.
Did you guys ever used to listen to the Conan pod, like the latest iteration?
Never.
So they'd always have Hoovy on, Juventud Guerrera, and they'd be like, "And Hoovy, what's your Twitter?" And they would just make him. He would like forget how to spell his own name, and they'd be like, "No, I think you forgot an R." So he'd be like, "That's Guer." No, go back. I think we cut out Guerr. Like Guerrera. Like, so I can't say his name anymore without like.
Oh my god!
Trying to spell it out loud. Is this? Is there artwork for this printed up somewhere?
There's like a black and white like mock-ups, and then now there's these. So
is there? I'm just curious to look at the mock-up to this because I just it's just in my head.
Face look weird?
You
know what the face looks like to me?
And Luger, kind of.
I'm not trying to hate it, but this is going to come off as hating. The face to me looks like one of the puppets from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Like the king. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you mean. The Prince or something. Yeah.
Like the boxing thing, like the boxing toy you used to get where it's the hard play.
Yep.
I can see that. I think it's the eyes really that do it. It's her soul piercing eyes.
That's all I can see now.
Yeah, I know. It's pulling me in. Tractor beam.
I'm seeing. I guess I don't love it. These pieces don't look to scale with each other.
The arms do look bigger.
I want the arms more jacked, and the legs aren't jacked. The arms and legs I want more jacked.
Yeah, there's some veins there. I see some vein work. Snickers got the Snickers bar veins on it.
Yeah. But like the torso like looks like rock solid. And I guess I want the arms to be bigger. Maybe we're just imagining his LJN.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Mike Lamb says looks like the parts came from 3 different figures. The face, torso, and legs don't match up. I mean, this is just probably a render, but I see what you guys are saying. Yeah. The upper body seems more wide than the legs are just kind of.
Yeah. Maybe they look better when they get into production and stuff.
And if we could just narrow that thigh gap, I'd feel better about it.
I can't believe you guys haven't said a single word about this fucking ridiculous hat I'm wearing.
I just figured it's one of the ridiculous things you own.
Is that are you the Pokemon kid?
No. Oh no. No, Little Nero's Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. It says I ate the big T-bone at Bonanza. I don't know.
My all fantasy draft podcast, they did they ranked the most painful things that Kevin did to Harry and Marv in the.
Oh, that's a great ranking.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh man.
Or just the most painful things in Home Alone 1 and 2. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay. Killer Bees Epic Toys Retros. These look pretty good.
These look really good.
Yeah.
Epic Toys has been doing a good job.
Yeah, I feel like we don't hear enough. I want to hear more from them and less from some companies,
slaying these tag team, these 2 packs.
Yeah.
Yep.
These go on sale Friday. I believe, double check, but I believe it is noontime Eastern at figurecollections.com. You can buy them if you're in the US.
I wish they did the magnetic heads like Demolition for the mask heads as opposed to a.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Use discount code FIGK for 10% off.
Oh,
are they
nice.
Are they gonna come in a bubble like a themed bubble, kind of like the Powers of Pain Demolition? Like, do we have full package?
I haven't seen the packaging for them yet, but they're supposed to be in stock, so I could probably get a picture of the.
Have you guys seen somebody dug up that there's some matches where these dudes wore Air Force Ones?
Oh man!
Black and yellow.
Yeah, I did see that.
AFOs, and I'm like, now that's all I want is I want someone to customize these into the Air Force Ones. And there's a whole article we should share. It's like high end sneakers in wrestling.
Oh, that's cool.
From back in the day all the way till the Young Bucks and the Gucci's and probably now Roman with those Nikes.
Those Kobe's.
Kobe,
those shoes were cool.
He's donating them to a children's hospital or something so they can auction them off for charity and raise some money, which is kind of cool because if you think about it, like I would think first episode of Raw on Netflix, like everything's going to the giant warehouse.
Yeah.
Like, they want to keep everything, but that's pretty cool that he's doing that. So that's it for news. That's it for news.
That's it for news. I thought there's nothing else to talk about. Jeez.
That's actually a lot of news.
Mattel Creation has the Rhea ring.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that.
But now it's for sale. It's different. It's different, all right? It's different. It's different state of news.
Different state of news now, dude.
I gotta order it. I'm just being. I want to like settle up all my like shop pays. I want to get them all like squared away.
Oh, Mitch Craig.
I can't see
we gotta get him on the payroll.
He is on. Yeah.
Look at what he just sent me. Look at what he just sent me. Killer Bees packaging. And the
masks. I did see this. Yeah.
I did see this too now that you say that.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Mr. Craig.
Yeah,
we do need to get him like a permanent role.
The paint shine gives me an LJN vibe.
Oh, yeah. I
like that you didn't get off the other ones?
Yep.
Kind of like that.
Very cool. Very cool. Thanks, Mitch. Mitch, fellow Patriots fan, I believe.
Yikes.
He is really
still
out where he lives, North Dakota, South Dakota, somewhere out there. I guess you can just pick a team. Like you're like if you're from there, you can't get yelled at for anything. Like what are you gonna say? I just picked a team. I mean, there's none near like within like 3 states, right? What's the nearest? What's the nearest teams? Like Green Bay or
Minnesota?
He has the Sioux Falls Sky. What is it called? I know like the minor league basketball team, Skyfall, like the Sioux Falls Skyfall or something like that.
Oh,
a lot of hockey out there too.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's probably huge.
But you want to talk about these starting lineup figures?
I do. So I went to where did I go over the weekend? Oh, friends.
Ollie's, TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
I went to Ollie's, but I was on the way to a friend's fancy birthday party, and which was actually fun.
Ollie's for a gift.
We stopped at Ollie's. No, we stopped at Ollie's because my wife wanted to go to the thrift store next door, so I had to go fucking do something. But we did play a fun game at dinner where we didn't know the waiter's name.
In my mouth?
We didn't. Hold on, man. We didn't tell the waiter didn't tell us what his name was. So we kind of like went around the table and like asked him Like we tried to guess, and he gave us clues, and then we get like a little backstory about him, and then we're in this like kind of private room. There's these big glass windows. We're like in a fish tank, so everybody that came by, we'd flag them down, and then like all bet like what the person's name was, and then we would. One guy was from like Nigeria, had a cool kind of background story, and it was just like a cool like way to pass the time. I'm sure the employees probably didn't really like it that much. But I was trying to find the one always like what's the coolest employee here that if I worked here I'd go on a smoke break with after a long shift. That's where you find people and have the best conversations when you're outside on the back of a stinky loading dock smoking cigarettes. But anyway, what are we talking about?
Starting
lineup.
I went on the way there. I stopped at Ollie's. They were doing a deal about 1,000 starting lineup figures. Are all the dude from Joel Embiid from the Sixers. I think every area of the country has different ones. But how did they fuck the starting lineups up so bad? I know we talked about it months and months and months ago, but we just need to. Now they're not even selling for $7 at a discount store, and people like I see posts about starting lineups all the time, every day of old school ones. What was the biggest problem with these did not catch on? Because I thought this would have killed.
Price
Way
point.
too expensive.
Yep.
Yeah, you both hit it on
And they skimped out on the tattoos on a lot of these guys.
Yep.
And everybody and people want a couple legends. Like if they could have figured out how to do like the Star Wars or the Transformers studio series where it's like, let's get 2 legends out there, let's get two potential rookies, maybe sophomore guys, and some names, and then I'm invested. Maybe I'm just gonna do the legends for every set. Maybe I'm gonna just catch on that. Maybe I need a cool window to get signed. Maybe I need But the NFT bullshit, charging what were they, like $30-$40?
No, they were like $49.99 when they dropped. I remember being like, yeah, I'm gonna get Tatum when they come out, and then they dropped and it was $50. I think like one of the fun things about the old starting lineups was how basic they were and how cheap they were. Like I don't remember exactly how much they were when we were kids or younger, but they could not have been more than $10.
I was gonna say 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
and yeah.
Yeah, no, I just don't need a non-fungible token with every figure I buy.
No, and then, like you said, Jordan had to be in the first. If you're gonna do basketball, which I think is a mistake anyway, I would have just done NFL. It had the 4 biggest names in fucking football. Throw Brady in there if you want to.
I think they would have been more expensive if they did NFL because it would have been more tooling. I also think NFL has a deal with McFarlane.
Oh, that makes sense.
Newer though. That's newer than. Wasn't it?
No, those have been around. McFarlane's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Or at least with the sport. Like he did the sports picks a long time ago, and then they kind of stopped selling and they lapsed. And then like recently, like not recently, like starting lineup figure, but like probably like last 5-6 years, they've been making NHL and NFL and MLB ones.
Oh wow.
Even like they like I have a Brady one from the 28-3 Super Bowl. Sorry, Jamal Paul. And it was like Madden branded, but at the bottom it said it was like made by McFarlane Sports Picks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's probably why they didn't do it. But
and even those are so freaking detailed, they were like $25.
Yeah, those are never expensive when I see them in different places. Good point. Yeah, I think they just messed up in multiple different ways, made it super expensive, went with the wrong people. I mean, I would have done LeBron, Kobe, MJ. What?
So here's a perfect example, right? If you say do NFL, I'm with you. Like I think the NFL would have sold phenomenally. But look at this compared to what those starting lineups looked like. And tell me, would you rather spend $50 on that starting lineup or $30 on this McFarlane? Like, look how good that looks.
Yeah.
It's way better than the way the NBA ones look.
Because I think you don't need to be posable. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're like over detailing and stuff. I think we just need something like this, you know?
Right.
I used to love that the originals were posable, but like but if it's like this, like swinging, like what am I gonna do? Spin his leg out more,
Yeah,
or like
why would you ever move it? Yeah,
like what? Like, that's all it is. Like,
yeah.
why did he need articulation on a post figure?
It's sad. Don't get me. I sound like I'm pissed off about it, but I'm kind of just pissed off that it like didn't take off. Because I'm with you. Like I would have loved to see MLB if McFarlane lost the license, or NFL, or NHL, obviously, and seen what Hasbro could have done with it. But that being said, if anybody sees the Tatum for cheap, let me know.
All right. Oh, look, I have. Let's say Brian Myers is pissed because he went all in. He bought them all.
Yeah,
for like day one.
Yeah,
he was one of like the 5 people that did. But yeah, sucks. I mean, with the popularity of sports, you would think it'd be a no-brainer to get multiple lines of figures out for them, but I guess it's just a different collector. I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see. Fuck them. Do we want to do? I brought up that like for one final end of the year, we discuss and come up with a consensus of the best figure of for every company out there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
I like it.
We'll just spitball it here.
There's one brand on here though that did not come out with a figure in 2024.
They came out with one figure.
Our Town did.
Yeah, they did the Kerry Von Erich repaint.
The diamond slick Kerry.
Okay.
We'll start with them. So that's theirs because it is the best figure they put out this year because it's the only figure. Kerry Von Erich Power Town diamond selection or diamond whatever. Just a repaint, but yeah, we're hoping for a better year from Power Town in 2025 because they got a lot of stuff that's been pending and they can't announce any other stuff, any new pre-orders, or people are going to be at them with pitchforks.
Real pissed off.
They've been real quiet until those things eventually get into people's hands, which is a 6 or 8 month delay so far. So not a good place to start. Let's go over to the aforementioned Epic, which obviously based overseas. They're making a lot of those retro figures. You got a couple of them in recently. Do we want to say? I think it's between the Bobby Heenan and the DDP, right, Nick?
Oh, Tom got him right.
Yeah. But I mean.
I got the Heenans.
Powers of Pain or DDP?
Oh shit, they did come out with a lot of good stuff this year.
Came out this year, yeah.
Demolition came out this year, I think, too.
Powers.
Yeah,
they're both great. I'd say Powers of Pain.
I'm gonna say the red suit Bobby Heenan.
And I love the idea of the magnets with Demolition's head, even though people didn't love that part. The Demolition heads and like the DDP hands, right, are magnetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool just to use that, So.
I'll go with you on the Heenan, so we have a 2-on-1 against Lucky Boy because I don't want to have all 3 different answers. It defeats the purpose. Grapplers and gimmicks. I'm gonna go off. I bought all the machos. I don't have the Duke the Dumpster and those guys. Those look pretty good. They, like we said on past weeks, that his figures seem to be getting better and better. But I am going to say the gold and black Macho Man retro entrance gear from Grapplers and Gimmicks is my favorite. That's from his retirement match against Flair at WrestleMania. Any disagreements or?
That wasn't a retirement match.
You
it was
can
a
have
title match.
This one, Phil. You can have this.
That wasn't a retirement match?
No, he won the title from Flair at that match.
Oh, what am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the Warrior match.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm an idiot.
No, Phil, you can have this one.
Okay.
You and your buddy can ride off of this.
I love Mitch.
On your Macho Man.
How about Collect Major?
Ooh.
What do you guys think? There's a lot. I mean, you got the bendies. I know you like the big rubber guys, Magnum TA.
I'm gonna go the Comic-Con Bloody Ric Flair.
Oh, I was gonna say the J&J Figures Major Bendy Macho Man. So we're all different here, but I sided with you once, so I'll side with Nick with that Magnum TA.
No.
Yes, I want. Yes,
I don't want my team.
No, hey man.
No, we can pick just our top pick from each one.
I know. There's no rules here. It's Zombie.
Give out 3 trophies to each one.
Yeah, Zombie Sailor, Heels and Faces made some really good stuff. I was gonna say that Power and Glory that you showed off, Nick. It's probably number 1
for sure. It's pretty great.
Yeah,
One Man Gang, right behind.
Ooh, One Man Gang's a good one. I'm gonna go with Phil and agree with
this fucking guy. Mitch Craig contributes a lot to our group, and I'm
Yeah,
happy he's part of our
yeah,
community.
Power and glory.
Yeah. And favorite grapplers and gimmicks, I guess, is Bob Cardona.
Oh, okay. I like
It's my
that.
signed Bob Cardona that I did not that I bought off of Matt, and now
Off the
which I'm sure
wall.
was part of his dad signing the thing, is that he got a bunch of free figures signed.
KWK, our buddy Sean Eng, overseas.
I love that I got out of having to pick a grapplers and gimmicks.
Oh, you did, yeah. Darn it. There's a couple here. He made that Comet Kid, which I love, and I put in my top rankings. I think that's going to slightly edge out that Mantar, but Sean did some really nice stuff here. I'm expecting some cool things from him in 2025 on the retro front. So, what do you guys say, KWK?
That's what his two, right? It was Mantar, Comet Kid.
La Resistance, Taka Michinoku.
Did the Conquistadors?
Conquistadors, yeah. I think
I'm picking the Conquistadors.
Yeah. Okay, those are cool.
I'm gonna go with Comet Kid.
Nice. Okay.
I want an elite of him.
What are you guys hoping? Do you think from Zombie Sailor and Grapplers and Gimmicks, do you think one or two or both of them or neither of them will give us a 6-inch, 7-inch figure in 2025?
No, I think Zombie will.
Yeah.
He's got to, right? God.
I mean, we've seen the prototypes of Jarrett riding the horse. And then we saw it at
WrestleCon in April.
That's true.
I think it's farther along than we want to believe.
Okay, good. That'd be awesome. I hope they both do, because I want that Grapplers and Gimmick. I want that Henry Godwin from him for my new gen, just like I need the the one from Zombie.
And your Kurt Fuller.
Jeff Double J. Kurt Fuller too. I don't need him.
That's my pick for Grapplers and Gimmicks.
I hope we both do. I hope they both do, because that's the line. That's the size I'm most excited about as far as figures. I hope everybody just has fun, All right, we're almost done. I don't know if I missed any companies here, but the only two I have left is Jazzwares and Mattel. Let's go with Jazzwares.
Yeah, figure collections, bro.
Figure collections. Yep. Okay, we'll do Jazzwares first. I just say the Malachi Black Supreme. It's probably their best figure to date. What do you guys think?
The Jay Lethal Black Machismo.
Ooh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah. I do want to say Jay Lee the Black Machismo, but also that regular release Jeff Hardy.
Really?
Pretty dude.
With the chair?
That is a good.
It's pretty figure. Great, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a Hardy guy at all. Like I just, it's good.
Nice.
The Adam Copeland is good too. Sorry.
Oh, that is a great figure. Yeah, good call. What are we expecting from Jazzwares next year? I mean, anything that's gonna blow us away? I think they're just gonna kind of keep treading water and doing what they're doing.
Let's just get some consistent products out there, and let's make sure Walmart has pegs for them. Because I cannot figure out why I just looking at a Darby peg and a Brody peg, and that's it.
You know what they've been the most consistent with is the ringside ones, the blood and gut ones,
paying the money and ordering them.
Yeah, and then they probably do well because you had the Sting from All Out, you had the Tony Storm, you had the Black Machismo,
and all the packaging looks fucking awesome,
phenomenal. Yeah,
phenomenal.
Figure collections. This one's tough for me. They made some good stuff.
This one is tough. You can go first though.
I'm going to say that the Hockey Game Macho Man Retro, because it pops so much in the collection, and it's such a obscure thing that I never thought we would need in a figure form.
I'm going to go the Patriot Retro. Ooh. That's another one that, like, I kind of, if the line continued, I think we would have gotten him eventually. Mm-hmm. And it's just so, the detail and the deco on it is phenomenal.
I've asked this before. Did you guys watch Global, or do you remember Global on ESPN?
Yes.
I think so.
So I want the Patriot, every version of the Patriot that has in figure form, because there's a couple out there, like even the Bendy and stuff, all has a lot of like black in there.
Mm-hmm.
But his original tights were like strictly red, white, and blue, strictly. And I just want like an original Del Wilkes Patriot, of just the red, white, and blue. I don't want the eagle in there. I don't want the, I want black.
Stars.
I just want an original version. But the packaging gets me on the Patriot. I've talked about it. I just think the packaging looks really good. Like the art is kind of perfectly done on it. So
Fits right in.
I'll pick that one. Yeah.
Good shit. Mitchell Craig just throwing it out here with Jazzwares because I've seen a lot of people posting in groups with finding the Chase like Cutler and some of those figures, and then not have the Chase sticker on it.
What's weird is that, dude, they fucked up the Adam Cole Chase where it was like, you know what, this is going to be the Chase. So you literally there's like commons out there that have like have the sticker over the red outline.
Oh wow!
And that's so it's like, so they managed to do that, and then afterwards they're like, screw the sticker thing. There's two versions, and it's like, it seems like a small percentage actually have stickers, at least, because even in the bunch of groups that I'm in, the people posting these, like, it is a small percentage has Brandon Cutler with a sticker or orange with. I don't even think I've seen an orange Cassidy with a sticker.
Mm-hmm.
So
weird stuff. Good call. Good call,
Yeah.
Mitchell Craig. Mattel. Can be an elite, can be a retro, can be a superstar, can be an ultimate. What's the best Mattel figure of 2024?
Man, this is probably the toughest one.
It is tough. I mean,
I think we could just list like 2 or 3 each. Like you're talking about, dude. The headbangers are really well done.
I was just looking at them.
Yeah, the headbangers are really well done. The superstars, there wasn't that many new ones really, but
the Tatanka one's really nice.
Brutus, yeah, that whole line, that Brutus or Tatanka, Bossman, and who's the last one in that one?
Angle. Was it?
Yeah, Angle's okay.
Yeah.
Tatanka, Bossman are good. Obviously a ton of Ultimates. You have Punk Ultimate, that Seth Rollins Ultimate, all the stuff that we said last week.
Yeah, the more and more I think about it, I think it's that Punk Ultimate, man. It's so freaking great.
Yeah.
I am it's really hard.
Yeah,
you know what? You got to pick a main line. Pick a in the store.
Mainline elite or ultimate or elite?
Elite.
Okay.
Mainline elite.
Ooh, man. I'll say that Chase Sandman is up there for me. If you're just gonna do mainline elites, that or the Kurt Angle Legends elite.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm looking at him loose. I have Finn Balor. Finn from WrestleMania 39. I think is actually really good with the the alternate head.
This is probably a weird pick, but I really like the Nash from the Monday Night War set with the baseball hat and like him in like street clothes.
Oh yeah.
Like they even put a watch on him. Like,
yeah.
I just feel like I feel like I saw him in WCW at that time in that getup more than I saw him wrestle.
Yeah, for sure. He was coming out every week with that stuff on.
What are the other?
The Ninja Turtle ones were great. Some of those were really.
Oh
liked.
yeah. I don't think enough people did rank those.
And I think what shocked me, our buddy My Damn Toys did like a top 100 of the year or something on his Instagram, and in the top 5, he had 2 of the 3 figures from that Rocky 3-pack.
Dude,
I think he had the Rocky figure and the Peter Maya. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's
and
right.
the Peter Maivia figure on his top, like in his top 10. So
the Peter Maivia is a really good figure. It got clouded up in that $70 price tag.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Rock. I love the Dwayne the Rock Johnson, just because that's the 8x10 I have signed from high school is him in that blue shirt.
I think it was Kyle Peterson posted. Somebody found that 3-pack for $10.
I think
15
it was him.
Is the lowest I got.
Yeah, I would absolutely buy that for $10.
Oh God, I would do it for 15.
Well, it's not worth it for you because then I got to pay to ship it, and that's just the same $30 that you would pay anyway down there. But
no,
I can, Tom, if I see it, if New Haven still has them.
Let me know. I'm gonna probably run out Friday. Lowe's got practice, of course.
Even if it says 30, though, scan it. Scan it with the app.
Yeah.
By the way, this is anybody out there. I mean, you should be using apps for all these things. Like every food place you go to has an app. You should be using it, and you get points. But I love when I appreciate when people call me like, dude, I'm at Walmart. I see these figures. Then they start cutting out. Walmart has free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And if you have the app, it automatically hooks you up to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Also, you get a price checker. You could get just
or a map.
Yes.
Oh, I use that all the time.
Download the fucking Walmart app.
Yeah.
Target too.
Oh, you know what I wish the Walmart app had was a spot that shows you where the clearance is.
Oh yeah, that's different in every
Yeah.
store. That's what they can.
Yeah, it's different. Have to. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I guarantee I use the Target and Walmart app every day to
Yeah.
look up like an order, or like sometimes I'll just randomly search on Walmart because like random people can sell on there. It's kind of like Amazon.
Yeah. It's hard when my dad calls me from, because he's on his flip phone. He's like, I see a legend. It's like the donut order from Wayne's World.
But
I like it. Here, okay. 3 large. It's. But yeah.
I do hate that the Target does not do the points anymore on their app.
Yeah,
that's heartbreaking. Like did it really cut into your sales that much?
It couldn't have. Half the people didn't even know anything about that.
Right.
Zoe finally put the diapers on the subscribe and save for Amazon, but I would just wait till they were on sale, because it'd be like spend $100 on diapers, you get $30 back. I could take the gift card, and then I get back in line and buy another $100 with that $30 gift card. Then I get another $30 gift.
Yeah, my wife was a master at that.
Cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
I have 33 cents available.
Oh, dude, use that shit, man.
Yeah. What's there's been no free shop cash since a week before Christmas.
Oh,
and I'm like,
there must have been some sort of angel knowing we needed money. We needed figs for the toy drive.
I've been just sitting on 20 cents for a while now, dude.
All right, you boys ready to do weekly purchases?
Let's do it.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Oh, the holidays are over, but you can still check out Ringside Collectibles for some great deals. You can use our code FIGK for 10% off on their website, wrestlingfigures.com. Check it out. I gotta think there's some new stuff going up from Mattel by the end of the month. It's been way too long without some new pre-orders.
Not as great as sales as there were for the past month. So if you missed out,
oh, true. Yeah, if you missed out,
too bad. Nobody feels bad for you.
Nobody feels bad for you. No, nobody's crying for you.
We're like, oh man, I must have just missed out, man. Like I was just waiting. Like, what were you waiting for? Did you think they're gonna have another sale? Like,
they did a New Year's sale, so they gave you an extra one in there. Yeah. I don't have too much, so somebody else can go first.
I got one thing, so I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Open it live on the pod.
Oh, I love these.
I'm actually very excited about this, and I know I've been, milking the teat of figure collections, but after seeing Matt Cardona call it the figure of the year,
oh, nice.
I had to grab, and La Puma put this over on his channel at La Puma Mania 1980. I got the Vlad Wrestle Something Wrestler. Let's rip it open
with the barricade.
The barricade, the fanny pack. These are still in stock. You guys can get them at figurecollections.com and use Fig Cave. Oh, my fanny pack is loose. And oh shit, what did it? Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Wow, these are in here good. The barricade has like 2 little feet that I thought fell out of the package, but they're actually taped to the
perfect.
The bottom. The barricades are awesome. You guys can get a 25 pack of the barricades at figurecollections.com. But the fact that they decided to put Vlad behind the barricade in the packaging, as we've talked about, it's amazing. Perfect move. I'm just putting that together. If anybody's
Mike Lanham says, wonder if anybody is getting to sign one. Hopefully, I bet by WrestleCon he's going to be signing some.
That would be
better
amazing.
Have a table. Yeah,
but yeah, this figure is so good. The likeness is perfect. I'm gonna fix this fanny pack, tighten up this fanny pack. I'm so
Cardona does not like ever kind of take shots at his own stuff. He's like, it's just better than our Bendy.
Yeah,
he's like, this is way better than, which is.
Wow,
humbling of him to say, which is rare for him. I think he'll
admit. The fanny pack too is like the old school Hasbro belt style on the back,
like the click, like the little plastic. Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
I need to grab one of those. And that can be transcended to many generations of figures. You can have a golden era, you could have a new gen, you could have an attitude era. He was around for all of it.
He's been around.
Been around.
That's all I got this week. I got stuff coming, but
okay, it's good.
I sent some stuff in for some signings, so
okay.
I need to. As shown on our Instagram, I got the Beastie Boys Ultimates, which are back in their plastic. Which Josh Stapleton pointed out something, and let me see if I can.
Oh no!
He said, "So Alfonso Alegre, the Chief, he's wearing long sleeves. Okay, the other two guys are wearing short sleeves, like grocery store managers.
Yeah. Bible salesman.
Bible salesman. It's the same mold for the forearms, whether they're wearing sleeves or not.
Oh.
So he's like, it's killing me. I was like, yeah, thanks. That's all I can see now.
Oh no, yeah, I would never notice it unless somebody said something like that.
I got my last ringside sale order, which was I got from the vault. I got the New Age Outlaws and the DX Shawn Michaels, which was that was a pretty expensive elite, right? That was like a ringside collectibles.
Oh yeah,
it's one of the four of that box style that I don't own. It's like Shield Angle, DX Shawn, King of the Ring Brett, and this one I forget the last one, but I have everything else in that mold. And and I grabbed LA Knight and Bobby Lashley seconds of those Ultimates because they were so inexpensive.
I didn't grab anything from that sale, and I kind of regret it.
What's your plan? You're definitely going to do Double Up Club?
Yeah, but there's a guy who what's Mike Lowry. I keep wanting to say it like Bad Boys, but he joined our group and he joined the Major Part group. And I see him looking for a lot of Ultimates, and I'm like, here, go. I want to be like, go shopping. Which ones do you need? I have doubles.
Come right over,
everything, but we'll see. Mike Lowry. But I sent in I sent in Papa Shango Ultimate. And I sent in Alex Reynolds is doing a signing with Canis as well. And I just saw that High Spots is taking mail-ins for the Royal Rumble WrestleCon they're doing.
Yep. I was just looking at that myself.
Yeah. So
they have a list of names on that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna send in I think
send me the link for that, please.
$1 Million Man, the Ultimate from the Coliseum collection. And it's much better pricing than what they tried to get you to pay at Mania last year.
I bet.
And what's the other? And maybe Hacksaw Duggan, his BRG.
Yeah, I was thinking about grabbing one of those and sending that in.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. What is it? It's like $40 for
$40 for him. Yep. Even the Hardys, like who are usually super expensive, they're $60 each.
$80 for a figure.
Oh, okay. I didn't click on it,
which is still pretty good for them. Now that it's because everybody wants that 2-pack,
right?
I won't send it in, but I want to get them next time. I have the Ricky Steamboat, the defining moments, like the best defining moments there is, the full suit, but it's signed in Sharpie. And like, if I can figure out a way to erase that, like I want to submit that. Will it hairspray?
Yeah, that's what I used. I had the Major Brothers edge heads.
Yeah,
and I got that signed at like one of the live shows, and Matt was hammered and smudged his signature all over the place.
That happens.
Yeah, and so the next one I used hairspray and got it off.
Yeah. I would print off my picture with them, and then make them sign it every time. But it was like Matt drunker and drunker in the picture. And like he's like, this is what you printed out. I was like, yeah, it's way funnier.
Yeah.
But that's me. That's me for this week.
Did you go, Phil?
No, I didn't go yet. I found the
Best
Adam Cole chase, and best for last.
Oh, I have that
Adam
too.
Cole
Chase. Found that for me. Yeah,
nice. I found that for best one, Donnie, and I got a huge box from the three of us donated, and a bunch of our our Fig Cave folks donated, and we got a big box of AW figures for like $120 for like 35 figures. 36 figures or something. So that was pretty awesome. That's gonna be for the 2025 toy drive. We're already getting ready for that.
I got 20. I got 20. I bought 33. 10 were for I like messaged Sapienza. I was like, dude, do you want to throw in some money so I can go over the $6 threshold, get the free shipping, and then, you got a 10-figure head start for next year. And he's like, absolutely, he's like sent it to me seconds later. He's like, yes,
Beautiful. Yeah.
so.
And because of you, Nick Thompson, I have my bank account's a little bit lower, but in a good way. You told me about that Tangiers T-shirt from from Casino, so I messaged the guy like, "Oh my god, I just fucking heard about this. This is my favorite movie of all time. I missed the drop." And the guy didn't hit me back for a while. I was like, "Oh fuck!" So then he hit me back last night. He's like,
"Oh,
right.
I was wondering how you got it." Okay.
He's like, "I'm putting everything live for a half an hour. Go to the website at 7:00 Eastern. A bunch of people have been asking for it, so I'll give you another half hour to do it." So I bought one of the shirts, the Tangiers Casino from the movie Casino.
That happened with one of the Sting shirts, like the WCW Sting shirts.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Dude, I missed out." He's like, "All right, I'll open the link up for like 5 minutes for you." So all right, done.
Cool.
But yeah, guys, it's like Tangiers throwback T-shirts, and like there's the gift pack looks cool as shit.
Yeah, I was tempted to get that. It was like $25 to get a little
I don't need an ashtray, but if you're gonna start, like you want to be clean about it.
So. Yeah, exactly. You gotta have a little place to put it. Other than that, I don't think I got anything. I have like you said, a couple of things coming, but that's it for me.
Yeah, we got some quick Cave Dwellers, our Facebook group. Purchases of the week. We'll share some of these. I'm not going to share them all. There's a lot, actually, 35 comments in this one this week, which is good. Peter Jones, though, I thought this was super interesting. He got the GCW Monster Bash poster signed by almost everyone on the card. It was him and his wife's first show together. So that I think that's pretty cool. Some cool names on there, too. Let's see what else we got here.
Peter Jones, I'm sending you those cups from Bojangles. I just need your address, brah.
I think I have it on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, by the way, Josh Stapleton won this month's giveaway. He's getting the MVP signed Elite.
Cool.
Jamal Paul got last order from Ringside 2024 is the Sandman and the LA Knights Ultimate. I thought Jamal Paul was getting out, but
I'm curious about Sandman signing somewhere. He's going to be at some wrestling show, and I'm like curious what he charges when he's not at the big event to sign.
Yeah.
Whether he's still trying to get $100 or not.
It was just at KNS too. Truitt got, I think a couple other people in the chat got this or in the thread got this as well. The CM Punk Defining Moments, ringside exclusive. I slept on this twice now, like when it originally dropped, and then they re-released a bunch for singles for sale, and I did not grab one, and I kind of wish I did. But
is it sold out again?
Yeah, it's not available right now.
Truitt
also went to Raw this week, the debut on Netflix. He drove something like 600 miles.
That was insane, dude. I have a chat with him, and I was like, can I get like a welfare check on David? Like, has anybody confirmed he's home yet?
Yeah,
from Arizona to LA back to Arizona. Wow.
He also grabbed a few John Cena 11x14 signed prints that they do at the show.
$25, dude, for a Cena auto.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Up.
That's awesome. He grabbed a couple Punks, and I think he grabbed a couple Codys as well. For that, he is selling them. If you guys are in the Facebook group and you want them,
not a crazy markup. Not a crazy markup. Like
nope.
He did drive 600 miles each way. So
he also got the Ultimate Warrior and Lita Monday Night Wars from Phil this week. Andy Garcia got a Mezco 1 12th scale collective Scream ghost face mask this week. A little late, but this is Luis Valenzuela. But a little late, but I bought my 18-year-old son. Bought him a Nintendo 64 with WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, and Mario Kart for Christmas.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's the only 3 games you need.
Yeah.
Maybe GoldenEye.
Yeah.
No.
Mike Hemlick got the CM Punk as mentioned. A couple Mike Bonish, a couple custom capes for Rey Mysterio. Interesting.
We got a lot of good mics in the group. I feel like we have a good mic quota.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Mike?
Good
and Mike can say most, or Phil can say most of their last names.
We should do a Mike power ranking because go up. You got Mike, the new Mike Lowry, who I like. We got Mike Lonkrich, which I love him. Mike Helmick, I always see his post. He does good stuff.
Mike Melton.
Melton, yep.
Lord Michael Melton.
Yep.
Michael Melton.
Mike Hunt.
Mike Landham.
Mike Hunt.
Yep.
Mike Cockiner.
Yep.
Barry
Justin
Mike
Wagner just got. I was laid off. Didn't get in on the pre-order for Big Rubber Guys Series 8. J&J figures hooked me up along with Main Event Champions 4 and used the secret code for even a better deal. You got Road Warriors, Matt Hardy and Ethan Page in.
I'm a little FOMO-ish on Matt, dude.
What's that?
I'm a little FOMO-ish on the Matt Hardy.
Are you?
Yeah, they have it. They have it up there.
Yeah. I'm debating right now whether I want to buy the next series, the Arn, Tully, and model Rick Martel. If I want to buy them through Collect Major, or if I want to help out the Good Brothers. Probably help out the Good Brothers.
It's hard because they get them later, but it actually ends up being cheaper for us too.
Yeah, and I don't need it right away.
And you get that. Well, I guess you get shop cash regardless. So.
Right, and the points from J&J.
And I'm not paying Arn's autograph prices, dude, because he only does the big stuff, and I'm not paying that.
Old Jay, speaking of, got Young Jay, the Superstars Anvil, and there's a bunch of other stuff on it. Oh, what is this? Donnie Bernard. My original Jeff Jarrett guitar I got at a TNA house show broke a while ago, and I finally found one in perfect condition for a very good price. Very happy. Wow, that's a fucking cool piece.
I'm gonna drive to his house to smash it over his head.
Yeah.
Not maliciously. You know,
how would you not smash it maliciously? That's the only way to smash a guitar over someone's head.
Well, I'm gonna check on him when after he hits the ground.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Speaking of Donnie, he's got a brand new video up on his Facebook or on his on his YouTube page with a tour, Fig Room tour. Is what I'm trying to say.
You can't say that word, tour.
Nah, struggling there. So make sure you guys check that out. And then last but not least, Alex Martinez. He's been waiting for this Bret Hart defining moments. He's got that in case. That looks minty too.
I wonder what he paid. Yeah, I'm just so curious what he paid, just because did it drop with the other definings? You know, in the Ultimate that looks like it. Is it still kind of a premium?
And
how did they redo that? Sorry to interrupt you again. They gave us a defining moments Brett, and it was just a shit like plain black jacket. Like, why did we just not get this one redone if they're going to redo all? Well,
it's an Ultimate now.
Yeah, true.
But no flag.
Still not as good. Not as good.
No flag is cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't have hated with throwing another flag in there, and those flags could not have been that expensive.
No.
But Mike Lanham brings this up. Fantasy football champion Mike Lanham.
Oh, congrats, Mike. I did want to talk about this. So we did, for the first time ever in our fantasy league, we just did we didn't play anybody. We just did there was no total points. There was no bench. I think we had one bench spot, but basically anybody that you drafted and I was on your team got your points every week. Mike wins. And of course we were going to say everybody has to give him the winner a figure, like a $20 figure from Amazon or something, but Mike does not collect elite figures.
He collects retros though.
He does collect retros, so I'd be fine going in on something with. I gotta put
there's some zombies that he wants.
Is there?
Oh. Mike, I'm gonna send you the black suit, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Mm-hmm.
If you're okay with that.
I'm gonna send you the Mantar to unbox.
A Braun Strowman retro.
Oh, Braun Strowman Elite from Amazon and a Trish Stratus to boot too.
No, we'll talk to Mike. See if there's something.
Yeah, you should send him a Junkyard Dog retro.
Oh yeah, he's got to have that already.
Me? That case, dude, I gotta sell it.
I feel like we had that conversation last week.
I know we did.
Well,
Mr. Craig says I have 12. I got 12. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either. I was going to ask that, but
12 plays.
I won another fantasy league. Won $800.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty happy about that.
I got second place and missed out on $700. I was pretty upset.
Ooh.
But I am excited for the Royal Rumble contest coming up soon in our Facebook group. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, but basically 30 people. We each pick a random number. You get tied to the wrestler at that number in the Rumble. If that person wins the Rumble, all 29 other participants will send you a wrestling figure in the mail. So pretty fun. One of the funnest things we do all year. We usually end up doing 2 of them, one for the men's, one for the women's, because we get so many people interested in doing it. Because getting 29 wrestling figures sent to your house, depending, no matter what they are, it's pretty for free is pretty fun. So, anything else news wise before we get out of here, guys?
I'm good. I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready to ride off into the sunset? Okay. Well, we're finally done with 2024 now. We've done our rankings. We've done our lists. Check out the 3 Points of Articulation podcast. I was on there for a cup of coffee. Just we recorded a quick intro for their Pointies as their award. We don't do a name for our awards, but everybody else does. I guess we should have. The Figgies. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Getting figgy with it.
Getting figgy with it. The Cavies.
Figure it out.
The Scabies. There you go. But I recorded a little like my favorite wrestling figure of the year is this, and sent it into them. And yeah. So listen to us, listen to those guys, listen to all your favorite podcasts. I am so behind on podcasts. I need to catch up. I haven't listened to the Major Pod in like a month somehow. I've just been listening to John Galvacon and Jim Cornette and all these other podcasts.
My favorite non-wrestling podcast right now is 60 Songs That Define the 90s.
Oh, you were telling me about this, yeah.
But the Rob Harvella from The Ringer. But he does 60 and then he goes to 100 and then he goes to 120 because people don't want him to stop. And then he started the 2000s now. So this week is Yeah by Usher.
Oh, that's cool.
But like just the way he you have to listen to it. Like if you have Spotify, it's a Spotify exclusive. If the way he talks about how the way he brings everything together with that one song is amazing. He has a great delivery.
Yeah, man, I was killing it. The bars at Hartford, the bars at UConn. The song was big, dude.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. That was a banger for like a year.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people had their own choreography for that song.
Oh, more than a year.
Yeah, it was in that Will Smith movie.
Hitch.
Yeah.
Twitch. Twitch.
Slap.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, pal.
Yeah, if you're a Fig Cave member, you gotta cheer for the Ravens this weekend. Come on. We need you. We need you on the bandwagon. We got a great team this year.
You have a great team every year, and then you fuck up in the playoffs.
Yeah, usually the second or third best team every year.
Guys, love you.